Welcome back, everyone. So first of all, hopefully I sound good. I just started using this new microphone setup that's a wireless thing, so hopefully I sound good. Today I wanted to share a little artwork style, I guess you'd call it, that I recently started messing around with, and I thought it was really fun, so I thought I would share with you guys. And that is neurographic art. Basically, the gist of it is you just draw a bunch of lines, and you where they intersect, you just kind of fill in the gaps, and it's like sort of like that. But I was just going to go over that, but I also was going to go over some of the different types of markers and pens and stuff that are out there that I kind of just tested and wanted to see what they would look like on this paper that I'm going to use today. This is just some heavier watercolor paper. If you just want to try this and you don't want to go out and spend a bunch of money on markers or paper, special paper, this notebook paper, pen or pencil will work. I just really find it relaxing, and it's just like you just kind of zone out when you're doing it, and it's just, I don't know, I like it. Anyways, let's jump to the different markers and pens I got here and did some sketches, and then we'll go over how to do some line work. Okay, so here are some of my test pieces I did with my various pens and markers. Your ink pen, they do a nice good job having a rollerball tip. It leaves a nice clean line, but unfortunately also with it being like ink, it doesn't dry as fast, so you can get some of that smudging if you're not careful when you're doing a large piece where your hand would be over the top of it. You're going to get some smearing and smudging, I'm sure. Now this one, I do like. This marker has you can even see it, it's not a roller tip, but it works good. It leaves a nice clean straight line. Unfortunately, I don't know if you can really pick up on it on the camera, the paper really absorbs it, so it's just kind of a dull black versus like a more prominent dark color from the Posca markers. And this is probably what I'm going to end up using. I do have to be careful though. I've noticed if I go too fast or if the marker is off to a side, it doesn't leave a nice clean line. Like that's nice, but this one's all broken up. So that's another thing why I wanted to do some testing. And these, I don't know the name of it, how do you pronounce that, ZR, but these are water acrylic paints. And this does make a nice dark color, but it also kind of, these little specks, that is not going to work for this. And then I also just did pencil just to show that you could actually do it just to start with, and overall it still would leave a nice piece to practice with, but you're still going to get some severe smudging if you're not careful. Yeah, you could do it in various different colors. I got this small package of Posca markers with the, what is this, fine tip, I think. It says pin type, but that's the style there. And if you had like a bigger canvas or something along the lines of this would be better. A little bit broader tip, but I actually did a painting with these and some of the smaller ones as well. Actually, no, I used some of those, but I'll show a picture of that later too. But now let's get to the more fun part and more interesting thing, and that's how to draw some neurographic artwork. I just got a piece of cardboard down, just using that so I can keep from getting all these lines drawn all over my mat. But using our black Posca marker, you can do whatever color you want on whatever kind of paper you want. Obviously there's a difference between just starting and then maybe doing something where you actually want to make like an art piece that you're going to sell. To get started, we're just going to draw a bunch of squiggly lines and then fill them in from there. And also, if you want to incorporate like some circles or ovals or whatever, if you're not good at drawing circles, I got one of these because I am not. So maybe I'll put one of those in there at the moment too. I don't know how well it'll work with this marker, so we'll see. Apparently not that great. Have to give it a little helping hand here. I don't know if I can freehand a circle very good, but that doesn't matter because we can still incorporate it into our design. You can do a whole bunch of lines spread out, or I kind of want to do them in a like clusters, I guess. So like these are all kind of coming out of one side, and then maybe from over here. I've seen some where people just draw them, they're just basically like a grid, and then they go both ways and then fill in the spots or whatever, but it's up to you. I'm just gonna do it in more, ooh, yeah, see, this one I've got to be careful. I can't go a little bit slower with this marker. Yeah, so I could always go back over and like fill these bad spots in, but you don't necessarily have to start at the beginning either. You can always just branch off of another one if you want to. There's no wrong way to do this. All right, that's a good start. And maybe I'll get you a little bit closer to see what I'm doing here. Hold on. Okay, so anywhere that there is intersection, we're just going to make it so it looks more fluid, if that makes any sense. So like this one, relatively flat as it is, so we're just going to smooth it out. So this line on the outside, imagine if it was just like a river. A river wouldn't have a sharp bend in it, so we're just going to try to draw a nice little curve in there. And then when you get the curve drawn, you just fill in a little blank spot. And do the same over here. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can always kind of draw back over. If you don't like this shape, you can kind of go back over it a little bit more. And like I made a little spot there, so I'm just going to smooth that out. And you can always come back down. You just want to make the lines flow, if that makes any sense. And like I kind of got that one, it wasn't completely, didn't draw it down, it didn't fill in all the way, so I can just fill that in if I want to do that. And like this has got like a little angle there, so we're just going to smooth this out. And you just keep doing it. If you want, you can just draw a circle almost in the middle. Do this one quick. Just smooth out the edges. Maybe you just want to draw a circle in the middle, and you could fill this in. There's no right or wrong way about it. I'm sure there's some of this like saying, oh, you can't do it that way. That's not the proper technique or whatever. Well, proper technique is doing it however you want to do it and however it makes you happy. So there's that. And that's a good start. And then, like I said, you just go through the whole piece until you're done, and then see what you got. You can always add more lines. You can keep going as much or little as you want. And then maybe like on the circle over here, so we got this little spot, let's draw a circle in there, fill the rest of this in. And again, I got a little messed up right there, so maybe I'll take this line and just continue it over here, so it's like fixing my mistakes by just adding to it. You're eliminating the problem. Oops, see, I made a little thing like that. Not any right or wrong way about it. So I'm just gonna set this up, do a little time-lapse thing, and see what it looks like in the end. Okay, I actually grabbed one of those markers instead by accident. I was trying to wanted to do gold, but I can always go back over it once it's dry. It's pretty much dry for the most part. We have made something that did not exist before. What it is, we have no idea. Which is the right way up? We don't know that either. I did get a little bit of, I don't know if I bumped it with the, I think it was when I drew it on here, so it must be the plastic dispersed the markings. But even if you do something like that, you could always cover it up with another line. I don't really care for this purpose because it was just a demonstration to show you guys how easy it is. And yeah, not much to it. I don't know, part of me is like, this could be the head of a bug and like it needs wings right here. Or maybe it's a hummingbird. It's like one of those, what do they call it? Rorschach test kind of things. All right, well, we have our bizarro alien hummingbird slash mosquito looking thing here. I think it looks pretty cool. Obviously I kind of rushed it because I just was trying to more show you guys the process, not really trying to make anything of great quality, but yeah, I just think it's really fun, and I think it's something that if you're looking to get into artwork, maybe start off with something simple like this. And I'm sure this is also something that kids would enjoy. You can use like colored pencils. Crayons probably wouldn't make as clean a design, but kids don't care, and I'm sure they would have fun doing it. Anyway, I'll put links to all the different kind of markers and stuff I got here. Obviously the ones that I used was the Posca brand. That's pretty popular. And then these are pretty good too. These actually worked really good on my other, I did that painting with the bigger Posca markers and some of these. So I'll put a little picture of that right boom here, and then yeah, it's just kind of fun. It doesn't really take a whole lot to do, and sky's the limit as far as your imagination can take you, so give it a shot. But for now, I think that will call it for the day, and hopefully you liked this, and hopefully it sounds good with this new microphone kit that I bought. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.